heavy from like your standard hip hop drums. At the time, EDM trap was popping off, so it was like trap snares, rapid hi-hats, and then slowed down ambient pads, moody, you know, in a way that you don't get when you listen to a Migos track. Not to say that there aren't emotional Migos tracks. Listen, any future Migos track, just go listen to what they're saying, bro. Super emotional. But wave music is like a group of kids in their bedrooms trying to like prove that they can do anything that, you know, they want to set their mind to, which for us is be music producers.
Why is the community so important to wave music?
Without no community, there's no growth. Having a network of people to help support each other and, you know, foster growth is incredibly important. I don't want to name any names, but I'm friends with a band back east who are quite possibly 3 or 4 of the most incredible musicians on the face of the planet. They are so fucking good. It's incredible. They feel like their wheels are spinning. They're stuck in the mud. You know, they can't get out of this little spot that they're in because they're not like growing their numbers. The people that are listening isn't growing. They drop album after album after album. Everyone's better than the last, but they haven't tapped into a community, so there's no way, like, they don't have that kind of push. I don't think any of us would be where we are if it wasn't for the community. Wave's really cool because it pulls influences from all other kinds of electronic music. There's house wave tracks, there's drum and bass wave tracks, there's like your typical big EDM banger style wave tracks. It's gotten to a point where I think enough people are aware that if you kind of define it by the stylistic or the aesthetic elements, that you box it in. And so by kind of forgoing that and allowing it to breathe and grow and be different in its own way, it's kind of losing that like definition. If you listen to a house track, it's 4 to the floor, right? If you listen to hip hop, you know, depending on if it's old or new, if it's 80 BPM or 140 BPM, you've got the hats on the 2 and the 4, or the snares on the 2 and the 4, or you have the snare on the 3, right? Trap right now is like snares on the 3, easy, bang, bang, bang. But wave can be all over the place. Like, wave music is music, electronic music made by a person that's a part of the community.
Are you married to wave music, or are you trying to branch out?
I think I'm scared of being considered a wave producer because that's then putting me in a box. Like, I love the community. I'd be nowhere without it. Sorry, my phone's pulling up. Sorry. I want to do a lot more. I've recently found that I'm not able to tap into the like emotional aspect of the music in the same way that I was originally when I was teaching myself like how to produce. I would like to bring in more of a live element to it. I just saw a coworker's band play, and they're like this jazzy R&B style band. They're like a 4-piece. They have a female singer who's just incredible. She sings, she raps, spits spoken word poetry. Fucking incredible to like watch them like make this music together. The first concert I saw when I moved here, I saw 2 of my favorite bands. 2 of my favorite 90s bands, we'll put it that way. And the live show was so disappointing. Like, you know, there was like an emotional aspect of it missing. And I was like, whoa, okay.
They're just mailing it in?
Yeah. Let's get this motherfucking paper, bro. Let's run this checkup, you know? Which, no harm, no foul. That's my mindset when I go to work every day. Let me run this fucking paper up. But all of a sudden I had 2 really like stock, like really, really like obvious Polaroids, like for myself in my own production. Like when I go and play a show, I'm just pressing buttons and playing songs I've already made when I play a show. You know what I mean? I'm not bringing like a live aspect to it. So why would anybody want to watch that? Like, yeah, you know, like you dance around, you have a good time, but like I'm not really doing anything. And so I kind of feel like an imposter when I'm DJing in some way. I'd love to like do anything but, you know what I mean? Sometimes I like really get into it when I'm playing music, and like I can tell other people are enjoying it and I'm enjoying it. But to be able to get any reaction out of somebody from doing something there on the spot, I think is what I'm going towards. It's a lot more honest. It's a lot, how do I want to phrase this? It comes across as being like a lot more, I would be a lot more vulnerable doing it, more so than like if I'm just like spinning tracks back. And there are a few people that are like bringing their own instrumentation into like the wave scene. It's not all completely digital. There are quite a few people that are super talented with guitar, and they lay their own guitar down, or they'll lay a bass line down or something, you know, and that shit's super fucking fire. Just imagine going to see a show like that and having a guitar and like a Korg drum pad and like a physical synth, and like running things through like a looper and like crushing down on some pedals and doing some dope shit would be awesome. I'm not not married to wave music. I picked the name Just Connor because it's me authentically being me, doing what it is at the time that's inspiring me or what I'm passionate about. And for the last few years, like, I have felt so grateful to be a part of this ever-growing community, that's all I've wanted to focus on. But it's not bringing the same excitement out as it was. So I'm excited to do literally everything else and then see what happens after that.
So you touched on wanting to do everything else. And
yeah.
Me and you have spoken, so I kind of know where I'm going with this. But you mentioned Realm, right?
Yeah.
And Realm is, would you call the first Realm album a concept album?
Yeah, totally. So Realm is like this, it's a multimedia art project. It's a collaborative between Noah B. and myself. And it's music and 2D and 3D art, and it's clothing, and there's a story. It will become way more than that, but that's just what it is for the moment. And it's really become my way of trying to create the world or the realm that I would like to live in. Like, I'm making music right now that when I started making music, people listened to me, what the fuck is this? My homies are being booked all over the world to fly out to Poland to play Chez Luz. Like, it's the biggest, like, witch house, dark, electronic wave festival in the world right now. And my homies are going out there and playing music for thousands of kids that are all fucking turning up, and it's wild. And it's like, oh, okay, like, just because the kids in, like, my rinky-dink town didn't like the kind of, like, weird electronic music I was making doesn't mean that it doesn't like discredit it or you know, devalue it. So Realm is like my way of kind of putting the rest of the art and the rest of the things that I'm passionate out into the world in a way where it's cohesive. They're all drawn together. You can see the influences. Like, if you like the music, the aesthetic of all the art is in line with that. And like, by having all of this different art, all of these different artifacts of this point in time, trying to show, you know, one large picture or idea, I think it gives credence and gives a basis to the rest of the other art. Like, people don't necessarily consider me anything more than a dude that makes electronic music, but there's a lot of other stuff out there. So it's cool to have like a platform to be able to share that.
Is that out now already?
Yeah. We've got a bunch of clothing out. There's a bunch of artwork. Just finished the second EP. The third one's already done. There's a bunch of shit.
Where do they find it?
It's coming soon. I've been working on building not a website, but like an experience, like
right.
a way for you to feel like you yourself are going into the realm, more than just like clicking on my Big Cartel link, buy my fucking t-shirt, here's a cassette. You know what I mean? It's
but if I wanted to buy your fucking t-shirt, could I do that right now? Either or.
What size do you wear?
Schmedium.
Fuck. Tight. The black ones are printed on Champion, and those are like a hard schmedium. It's perfect.
Right on.
Yeah, all the Realm stuff can be found through either Noah or my own social media at the time, or like at this current point.
Okay.
And the first Realm album is out on Spotify.
The first Realm album is out everywhere.
Everywhere.
It was released through Vibe Digital, which is like the main U.S.-based, quote, wave record label. I think they will continue to grow past that, like past that title. But you can stream it on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Napster.
Does that still exist?
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Fuck yeah. Where do you think people are getting like their Betty White photos from?
Uh,
Kaza, LimeWire.
This podcast is sponsored by Realm EP, available everywhere.
It's called Realm Incident Experience, a collaborative project between Noah B. and myself. The second one will have a couple other features on it, which I'm really excited about. It's Noah and myself and people that I've connected with moving to Colorado.
Is Noah out here?
No, Noah's still in New York.
You
Kind of fucking
couldn't-
crushing it over there, actually.
Couldn't get him to escape with you? Or he didn't want to?
I didn't ask, to be honest. It was like, I'm doing this. You know what I mean?
Did anyone try to talk you out of it?
Yeah, one person. They were not successful.
Obviously. We
yeah.
got you here.
Touch on Noah B. Touch on your relationship with Noah B, who he is, and what you two do
Damn,
musically.
okay. This is the part where he's going to skip. So, like, click on 3764 to skip past this part, Noah. He's considered one of the
Stop
three...
talking. Oh, never mind. You're good.
Stop talking?
No, you're good. I thought it stopped, but you're good. It's, like, fucking weird.
He's considered one of, like, the three original creators of, quote, wave music. One of my biggest inspirations, huge idol for me in terms of like music, just in general. One of my best friends on the face of the planet. I feel so fucking fortunate. Like my life has just exploded in crazy ways. Having had him be a part of it, my life is more rich and more full. A god, basically. Like I don't use that lightly. Just one of the few people that I've met that's got a really similar attitude towards life, a similar mentality. I refuse to be one of the people that said they wanted something but didn't go get it. You know what I mean? And he's one of those people that doesn't matter what life throws his way or what happens or what gets to him, he's always pushing. He's got a new album coming out. I'm in the process of mastering it right now. It's fucking unbelievable. Just listening to like one track off it had me super inspired. He's dope.
Is he in New Paltz or is he in New York City? Where's he at?
In between the two,
Okay.
currently, yeah. Just close enough to the city that you can get down for a show or to go hang out with friends or, you know, do anything fun in the city, but far enough away where you're not paying city prices and you don't have to deal with the bullshit.
Right on. That's a good spot.
Yeah, oh, it's
Especially in New
heaven,
York.
especially, yeah.
So, I mean, what does a live performance look like?
Currently, it's just a DJ set.
A DJ set?
Yeah, you drink a couple beers, and then you have one more, and then you go on stage and you plug your USBs into the CDJs and you cue your tracks up and you throw one out and see what people bite, and you kind of pick the vibe off from there.
Do you like doing DJ sets?
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Like I know I literally just said like it. I'm wanting to bring more to it. Like I'm not satisfied with that. That's not enough, basically, for me. But it's so much fucking fun. I'm playing a show that I can't believe that I'm playing in Chicago in November, and it's going to be a blast. I've been looking forward to it for like the last 2 months, and I'll look forward to it until the moment I walk off stage, for sure.
Have you done any here?
Yeah, we threw a show in Colorado on May 4th or May 5th. It was Brothel, Barnacle Boy, the homie Cases, who's not a wave kid, but a music homie in the Denver scene, myself, and Infidel. And it was like the first wave show, the first like big kind of wave show, I think this year here, and it was one of the best ones I've ever thrown. Like or had a part in throwing. It wasn't just me. Incredible. It was